Hey, if you're the owner of an Aniioki AQ177, there's 3 menu settings that you might want to consider changing. The first addresses an issue that seems to plague a lot of owners, and that is the screen brightness. To adjust that, you press the plus and the minus key, hold them, then you press the plus key to take you to the second item in that menu, which is the brightness level, and press the I key to enable the adjustment parameter. Change that to 3. Press and hold the I key to return to the main menu and save that setting. The second item is the wheel diameter. It comes from the factory typically as 22 inches. The effect that this has is that your speedometer is inaccurate. It reads 2 to 3 miles per hour faster than you are actually going. If you want to change this to be a little bit more accurate, we go again plus minus, and then we want to do I and minus. Now the manual will tell you to get to the advanced settings menu, you press I and plus at this point. That is incorrect. It's actually I and minus. Here we are at the wheel diameter setting. You can see that it's currently set for 22 inches. We press the I key to get down to the adjustment, and the minus key twice to bring it down to 20 inches. Again, we press the I key to save that setting. The third item to be addressed is the battery bar gauge or fuel level in your bike. As it comes from the factory, it is set up in a way that has 2 problems. The first bar is roughly 40% of your battery capacity, not the 20% that you probably were expecting. And the last bar, if you get there, is a voltage that is dangerously low and at risk of damaging your battery. So we never want to even get to that point. However, there is a menu item that allows us to adjust this. To get there, you press the plus and minus key and hold it. Then you press the plus and minus key a second time and hold it. Now, interestingly, this menu item, UOL, is not listed in the manual, but it is the first one that comes up. And when you press the I key, it will then show you that we're dealing with the first bar, and also down here it says 1, and then beside that is the voltage that will cause that bar to extinguish. If the voltage of the battery goes below 42.1 volts, that bar will turn off. Now, the way it came from the factory, I believe it was 39.6 volts or something similar to that, and that's very low for a lithium-ion battery pack, and you never want to get there. At 42.1 volts, which is where I keep mine, you have approximately 20% of your battery capacity remaining. Now, in an emergency, you feel free to use some of that. However, you don't want to bring your voltage down much below 42, 40, 41 and a half maybe. At this point, you're running the risk of shortening the life of your battery if you do this frequently. Now, you can adjust the voltage up and down using the plus and the minus key, and I like to keep it at 42.1. Then by pressing the I key, it takes you to the second bar and the associated voltage for that. And here I've established that 44.6 volts would indicate that I have 40% capacity left in my battery. And if you press the I key again, it takes us to the third level where you would have 60% remaining voltage or capacity in your battery, and the voltage I've established is 47.1. If you have a different value, of course, use the plus and the minus keys to change it. Pressing the I key again takes us to the fourth bar where I have 49.6 volts, should be approximately 80% capacity in the battery. And pressing again is the fifth level. At that voltage, it means you've used up 20% capacity out of your battery, so that the first bar would disappear at that point. So now each bar is roughly 20% capacity on your battery. Again, I would never go down below the 42 volts at the end. When the last bar goes out, stop using your bike if you can. When you're finished with this, pressing the I key and holding it will establish all of those values and take you back to the top menu. Press and hold it a second time and it will take you to the main screen. At this point, you've set up the 3 things that are most deficient in the initial menu settings when you get the bike from the factory. Enjoy your bike. I enjoy mine. Like it very much. I hope this has been useful to some of you. Maybe I'll make a video that shows all of the menu items and what they do to the bike. Thank you.